Let me take you back to late the 70s, a time when you can almost feel the rhythm in the air. But if you are a fan of disco and funk, then Boney M Music is a band that no needs to introduction. Boney M, that iconic disco band that burst onto the scene in 1976, blew us away with a special musical sensation. Hailing from Germany, this group had the magical ability to seamlessly blend Latin soul and disco into a pulsating sound that had people hitting the dance floor with boundless energy. Remember the original lineup? Liz Mitchell, Marcia Barrett, Maisy Williams, and Bobby Farrell. They were the architects of an age of disco dominance. Their music wasn't just tunes, it was the heartbeat of countless dance parties. Hits like Daddy Cool, Rasputin, and Rivers of Babylon didn't just win hearts, they conquered the world. Even so, Boney M's music hasn't aged a day. In recent years, their infectious hit Rasputin found a whole new audience, thanks to the viral wave on the popular app TikTok. It's proof that Boney M's appeal is timeless, proof that their electrifying beats continue to move and groove generations, making sure their music never fades out of style. So, let's keep dancing to Boney M's rhythm, because their tunes are set to make us groove for generations yet to come. Today, it's time to get funky and take a journey back to where it all began with the original group of Boney M. We'll be peeking behind the curtain, delving into the most pivotal moments of their illustrious career and finding out just what they're up to today. So, put on your dancing shoes because we're about to get jiggy with it and explore the fascinating world of Boney M. Number 1. Liz Mitchell. We all know her as a Jamaican-British singer, but her story is far from ordinary. She's one of the original members of the legendary Boney M, and her name is Liz Mitchell. Before she became an international sensation, Liz's journey began on the stage. She stepped into the spotlight as a replacement for Donna Summer in the musical Hair, but that was just the beginning. She later joined the Les Humphries Singers and even represented Germany at the Eurovision Song Contest. While victory eluded her at that time, little did the world know that Liz was destined for greatness. In 1976, fate intervened with a phone call that would change everything. Liz Mitchell was invited to join a project that would soon become iconic, Boney M. Initially intended for lip-syncing on TV, Boney M quickly evolved into a bona fide musical sensation, with Liz at the helm as their lead vocalist. It's no wonder that Frank Farian, the mastermind behind Boney M, once remarked, "All members could be replaced, except Liz." Talk about a testament to her extraordinary talent. Liz's voice became the soulful heartbeat of Boney M, captivating audiences worldwide. Their music echoed through the charts, filling the airwaves with irresistible beats and catchy tunes. But like any great story, there were twists and turns. Boney M disbanded in 1986, leaving fans in anticipation of what would come next. Yet, that wasn't the end of the story. Just a year later, in 1987, Bobby Farrell and Maisy Williams convinced Liz to reunite for a tour, reigniting the magic of Boney M. The stage came alive once more with their electrifying performances. There was even talk of a new recording contract on the horizon. But, as life often reminds us, not all plans unfold as expected. Despite the bumps in the road, Liz Mitchell's legacy endures, and her voice remains a cherished part of music history. Her journey is a testament to the power of talent, perseverance, and the enduring love of music. You see, they had a plan to find a new singer to replace Marcia Barrett. But when both Farrell and the replacement singer failed to show up for rehearsals, Mitchell and Williams had to pivot. They decided to enlist singer Selena Duncan and dancer Kurt D. Duran for the upcoming tour. What's more, Williams had never lent her vocals to Boney M's recordings, so it was up to Mitchell to record the entire album on her own. Liz Mitchell, hailing from Jamaica and relocating to the UK at the age of 11, notably served as the lead vocalist of Boney M. During the late 1970s, the group achieved a remarkable string of hit singles, including classics such as Daddy Cool, Rivers of Babylon, Brown Girl in the Ring, Rasputin, Ma Baker, and Mary's Boy Child. Boney M, formed in 1976, has continued to make music, with Liz Mitchell still performing as part of Boney M, featuring Liz Mitchell. Reflecting on the recent crash, her spokesperson provided insights into the traumatic experience, stating, "Liz was behind the wheel of her Mercedes with her husband Thomas in the passenger seat when an oncoming vehicle suddenly appeared, forcing her to make a split-second decision to veer off the road and avert a head-on collision. The vehicle ultimately ended up in a ditch, resulting in Liz's broken arm and minor injuries to both her and her husband. The shock of the incident left them understandably shaken. Her spokesperson expressed gratitude, saying, "The emergency services were brilliant, and the couple want to say a heartfelt thank you to everyone who helped, both at the scene and all the hospital staff at Peterborough." The spokesperson also conveyed Liz Mitchell's determination to focus on a full recovery, with upcoming concerts in Europe and a scheduled U.S. tour next month as her motivation. Cambridgeshire police confirmed that the car was found in a ditch when they arrived at the scene of the accident. The female driver had initially been trapped in the vehicle, but was subsequently extricated. A male passenger managed to exit the car on his own. Both were attended to by officers and paramedics at the scene. The East of England Ambulance Service confirmed that one woman was transported to Peterborough City Hospital for further assessment and care. Around the same time, record producer Simon Napier Bell had an idea. He wanted to remix Boney M's greatest hits and reunite the original group to promote it. Mitchell saw the potential and agreed. The original Boney M members came back together to promote the new remix, even though Mitchell's new group still had ongoing gigs to perform. As fate would have it, the remix album struck gold and enjoyed immense success. This unexpected triumph prompted Mitchell to embark on a new journey. In 1989, she signed her first solo album for a French and Dutch release, marking her official debut as a solo artist. Since then, her musical career has flourished, with the release of several albums such as Share the World in 1999 and Let It Be in 2004. Mitchell's talent and determination have paved the way for a remarkable solo career that continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Recently, Liz Mitchell is recovering after her Mercedes crashed into a ditch while on her way to visit her brother, who is in jail for murder. Liz Mitchell's journey on the A47 in Cambridgeshire took a harrowing turn at approximately 11:40 BST when she encountered a perilous situation. An oncoming vehicle forced her off the road, as reported by her spokesperson. Her intended destination was HMP Whitemoor, where she planned to meet with Khalid Rashid. However, this journey took an unexpected and distressing detour. As a consequence of the incident, Liz Mitchell is presently in recovery mode, coping with a broken arm, according to her spokesperson's statement. The unfortunate occurrence unfolded in Thorney Toll, situated in the Fens region, where numerous roads run parallel to water-filled ditches. It was in this challenging terrain that the incident transpired. Following the incident, the renowned singer, who continues to captivate audiences with her performances, was swiftly transported to Peterborough Hospital for essential medical attention. At the time of the accident, Liz Mitchell was en route to the high-security prison near March. Her purpose was to visit her brother, Rashad, who was sentenced to life imprisonment in 2016 for the tragic murder of a Syrian-born imam in London. Number 2. Marcia Barrett. Marcia Barrett, born on October 14, 1948 in British Jamaica, embarked on a musical journey that eventually led her to become one of the original members of the iconic vocal group Boney M. Her path to fame with Boney M began in 1975 when she joined the group, originally comprised of models and dancers, for discotheque and television performances of Baby Do You Wanna Bump, a track produced by Frank Farian. This single garnered attention in the Benelux countries. In early 1976, after singer Claudia Barry's departure, Barrett recommended fellow Jamaican singer Liz Mitchell as her replacement. Farrell, who recognized Mitchell's vocal talent, enlisted both Mitchell and Barrett to record the follow-up song, Daddy Cool. The duo recorded Boney M's debut album, Take the Heat Off Me, in 1976. Their appearance on the German television show Musikladen in September propelled the group to chart-topping success across Europe, marking the beginning of a decade of hit singles and albums. Although Boney M was officially a quartet, it was typically Barrett and Mitchell who entered the recording studio. Male vocals for the group were provided by Frank Farrell and later Reggie Tsiboy from 1982 to 1985, with dancer and tour performer Bobby Farrell miming these vocals during TV appearances. While Liz Mitchell was often regarded as the lead singer due to her significant number of lead vocal performances, Marcia Barrett contributed harmonies to many of the group's most famous songs. On hits like Daddy Cool, Ma Baker, Rasputin, and Gotta Go Home, Barrett shared the lead with Mitchell. Additionally, she took the lead on a few tracks from each of the group's studio albums up to Christmas album, 1981, including the title track of their debut album, Take the Heat Off Me, and Lovin' or Leavin'. In 1977, some of these songs were released as solo singles by Barrett. She also sang the lead on Belfast, a track she had previously performed during her solo career. Belfast became the second single from Boney M's second album, Love for Sale, reaching #1 in Germany and the top 10 across Europe. On the same album, she also showcased her vocal prowess on Silent Lover. On Night Flight to Venus, Barrett lent her vocals to memorable songs such as Night Flight to Venus and a cover of King of the Road, along with the original Never Change Lovers in the Middle of the Night, which became a staple in the group's live performances. She also took on the a cappella intros for Boney M's 1978 Christmas hit, Mary's Boy Child, Oh My Lord, and Ribbons of Blue. Additionally, Barrett assumed the lead role in No Time to Lose from the group's 1979 album Oceans of Fantasy and had a solo performance on the opening track, Let It All Be Music. Following Liz Mitchell's departure, the group sought to create music independently since producer Frank Farrell had announced he wouldn't be involved in further recordings. They traveled to France and collaborated with producer Barry Blue on Everybody Wants to Dance Like Josephine Baker, where Barrett provided both lead and backing vocals. This move stirred Farrell's anger, leading to the withdrawal of the single and disputes over the use of the Boney M name. Eventually, a 1990 court case officially separated the group, and they ceased recording under the Boney M name. Barrett did not participate in any subsequent Boney M projects or recordings. After her time with Boney M, Barrett faced health challenges, including a diagnosis of ovarian cancer, while recording rock tracks in Munich. Unfortunately, she experienced a recurrence of the disease, which temporarily prevented her from working. As of today, at the age of 74, Marcia Barrett resides in Berlin, Germany, and has not had another bout of cancer since 2009. She has also published her biography, titled Forward, My Life With and Without Boney M, providing insight into her life for fans and readers to explore. Number 3. Maisy Williams. Imagine being told that you couldn't sing, that your voice was terrible, and then defying those words to become part of one of the most iconic groups in music history. This is the remarkable story of Maisy Williams, the unsung beat of Boney M. Back in 1975, Maisy was living her life when an unexpected opportunity came knocking. An agent approached her and a friend, asking if they were interested in joining a group called Boney M. The catch? Singing skills were not the top priority. It was all about lip-syncing to Baby Do You Wanna Bump. Well, who could resist such an offer? Maisy and her friend jumped on board, and the rest, as they say, is history. The early Boney M lineup included Maisy, along with members known simply as Natalie and Mike. They embarked on a whirlwind journey, performing live on TV and touring discotheques. But change was on the horizon. Natalie left the group and was replaced by Claudia Berry, while Mike also departed, making way for Marcia Barrett and Bobby Farrell. Thus, the original Boney M was born, with the legendary Liz Mitchell joining the ranks a bit later. While Maisy Williams may not have been the lead vocalist, she did get her time to shine. You can hear her distinctive voice in Boney M's renditions of hits like Brown Girl in the Ring, Hooray, Hooray, It's a Holy Holiday, Sunny, and Daddy Cool. But here's where the plot thickens. Controversy surrounded Maisy's vocals. It's no secret that her voice seemed to take a back seat in many recordings, with only occasional appearances in backing vocals. The reasons behind this studio decision remained known only to the producer at the time. But Maisy Williams is no pushover. She took matters into her own hands, initiating a court case against Frank Farrell and Sony BMG regarding her rights to perform under the name Boney M. At one point, Farrell was promoting Liz Mitchell's group as the true continuation of Boney M. The legal battle was fierce, but by 2009, Maisy had secured a judgment in her favor. Farrell was required to account to her for royalties on all record sales, present and future. Today, Maisy Williams, at 71 years young, is still on the road, captivating audiences with her timeless talent. She's not just resting on the Boney M legacy. She released her first solo record in December 2006, and even gave the Boney M hit, Sunny, her unique dance twist. Number 4. Bobby Farrell. When you think of Boney M, Bobby Farrell's infectious dance moves and stage presence immediately come to mind. He was the Aruban dancer and singer who added a unique flair to the group, becoming its sole male member. Farrell's journey to Boney M began in Germany, where he worked as a DJ. It was there that he caught the eye of Frank Farrell, the mastermind behind Boney M. However, an interesting revelation would later surface. Farrell disclosed that Farrell made minimal vocal contributions to the songs, with Farrell himself reportedly recording the male parts in the studio. Despite this revelation and personal clashes with Farrell initially left the group but rejoined in 1984 until their eventual disbandment. Behind the scenes, Farrell's daughter, Zanelia Farrell, waged a battle of her own. She argued that Farrell's actions caused turmoil for her father, stripping him of his rights to Boney M's hits. This had significant financial repercussions for Farrell, leaving him with no income after the group's split. Nevertheless, he persevered and continued touring as Bobby Farrell's Boney M, delighting audiences with the group's beloved hits. In his later years, Farrell shifted his focus to family. He married in 1981 and welcomed a daughter, Zanelia, in 1983, followed by a son named Zanin. Although his marriage ended in 1995, family remained important to him. Tragically, health troubles loomed in the 2000s, and on December 30th, 2010, at the age of 61, Bobby Farrell's journey came to an end. He had complained of breathing problems after performing with his band the night before, and his body was discovered by hotel staff in St. Petersburg, Russia. The cause of death was attributed to heart failure. It's a twist of fate that his passing bore an eerie coincidence with one of Boney M's biggest hits. Farrell died on the same date and in the same city as the infamous Russian mystic Rasputin, the subject of the band's 1978 top 3 single. Life, it seems, imitated art in an unexpected and uncanny way, adding yet another layer to the enigma of Bobby Farrell's life. Bobby Farrell and the strange death of Rasputin. Boney M was a curious entity, comprising 3 women also from the Caribbean, Liz Mitchell and Marcia Barrett from Jamaica and Maisy Williams from Montserrat. It featured Farrell dancing and lip-syncing to vocals provided by Farrell himself. The producer, according to German newspapers, feared that he was not attractive enough for the stage. Boney M became world famous in the late 1970s for such hits as Rivers of Babylon, Daddy Cool, Sunny, and Brown Girl in the Ring, as well as Rasputin. In 1978, the group made a rare promotional visit to the Soviet Union. Although they were not allowed to include Rasputin on the album they released in Russia, they have remained popular in former Eastern Bloc countries. But they suffered from internal problems. The quarrels between Farrell and Farrell became so intense that, according to legend, they sometimes shouted at each other during live performances. In 1982, Farrell threw his frontman out. Farrell, who was married at the time to a Yugoslavian model, tried to launch a solo career that never took off. In 1984, Farrell asked Farrell to come back, but Boney M dissolved soon after, for good. Since 1992, Farrell, like the other group members, has toured using the Boney M name, much to his former producer's annoyance. When not traveling, Farrell lived in a quiet neighborhood in southeast Amsterdam. Grigory Rasputin, the legendary mystic the Boney M song celebrates, is said to have strongly influenced Russian Emperor Nicholas II and his family in the final days of his reign. Legends grew up around Rasputin after he survived several assassination attempts. The exact circumstances surrounding his murder on the night of 29-30 December 1916 have remained the subject of rumor and speculation for nearly a century, inspiring persistent superstitions regarding his powers. Some accounts claim that when Rasputin's corpse was recovered from the Moika River, its arms were in an upright position, as if he had survived the cyanide poisoning and multiple shootings his autopsy revealed, and had been trying to claw his way out from under the ice. Tsarita Alexandra had the corpse buried on the grounds of the Tsarist residence of Tsarskoye Selo, about 20 kilometers outside St. Petersburg. Peasants later exhumed it and dragged it to the woods to burn. Some eyewitnesses claimed that they saw it sit up in the bonfire. This may have been caused by improper preparation of the body. Farrell's agent, John Sen, told Reuters that he was not aware of any specific medical problems that Farrell had been suffering, although Sen reports that the singer did complain of feeling unwell on Wednesday night. The cause of his death has not been disclosed. Boney M left an indelible mark on the music scene with their iconic songs, and it's always fascinating to learn about the stories behind the group and its members. Among their many hits, Rasputin is undeniably catchy and memorable. As for my personal favorite Boney M song, Daddy Cool has always had a special place with its infectious rhythm and catchy melody. However, with such a diverse catalog of songs, it's difficult to pick just one favorite. We'd love to hear from you too. What's your favorite Boney M song, and why does it hold a special place in your heart? Please share in the comments. We're eager to hear your thoughts.